Here with women's co-basketball co-head coach Brooke Stoehr. Coach, big week, only one game, but if there's a week to have just one game, it's when SFA comes to town, which they'll do Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it's obviously a big week for us. We're one game over halfway through of conference play, and sitting at 7-3 and in a good spot. Coming off a tough week where we had 2 road losses, so I think our players will be focused and ready to go. I think anytime we play SFA, it's going to be fun and exciting. We've had some great games over the last 2 years, and I expect Brandon to have his group ready. They're playing great basketball right now, and they're sitting right there at 6-2. We've played a couple more games than they have in conference play, but we know it's going to be a physical battle. They're going to be extremely well coached, extremely well prepared, and we know that they're going to bring their A game. It's going to be a great contest on Thursday night.
You've always talked about playing a tough non-conference schedule to get you ready for games like this, to get you ready for conference. Porsha Roberts at 6'2", you face some pretty tall, athletic interior players in the non-conference season. How does she compare, and what do you see from her that as a key to stopping her or focusing on her?
Porsha's done a great job. She's as polished and aggressive offensive and defensive post player in our league. She's very, very talented. We're going to have to try to limit her touches and really force her to make some difficult shots. She does a tremendous job of getting to the free throw line on the defensive end, blocking shots, adjusting shots, altering shots, and we've got to do a great job of trying to attack her and force her to, defend and hopefully get a couple of fouls on her. But I think it's a big key for us. Obviously, she's a double-double threat every night, and we've got to do a great job on her. She's bigger and stronger and more athletic than our interior, but I feel like we've got a good game plan in place, and we're going to have to be very, very solid, keeping her off the boards and not allowing her to get easy looks and easy touches at the basket.
Is that one of those things where your backcourt's experience comes in, especially defensively, maybe trying to keep the ball out of her hands by pressuring their ball handlers?
Yeah, I think so. We'll look at doing some different things, but we're gonna be who we are. We're not gonna be able to change that overnight. They know that. They know us very well. I know they've spent a lot of time in the off season looking at what we do offensively, looking at what we do defensively, and I know they'll be extremely well prepared. And we've done the same. We know what to expect from them. They've added some different pieces. They're a different team than they were last year, just as we are. And they've gotten off to a great start in conference play. I think when you look at it, and I've said this from the beginning, they're the most experienced and most talented team in the league from top to bottom. And that's always a dangerous opponent. And we're going to have a great outing from a concentration, from an energy, and from an execution standpoint on Thursday night.
And this seems to be a time where you lean on your veterans as well to make some of the newcomers understand just the magnitude of this game and how important, like you mentioned, focus, concentration, and those things are, especially, like you said, it was a tough week last week, but to have the mental focus to get back on the grind.
Well, the biggest thing is these players don't like to lose, especially these returners. They've experienced winning. They know what it means. They know what it takes to make a strong run. They know that we've got 8 games remaining in conference play, and this game is extremely important because, number one, it's the next game, and they want to get that taste from Saturday out of their mouth, and we all do. And I think that they'll be, they'll ultimately compete and be ready to go. It's about who's going to execute and make the fewest mistakes and be able to capitalize on the other team's mistakes.
One thing you've done for the most part is execute very well here at home, 9-1 going into Thursday night this season here at Prather. And the crowd has been a big part. We've seen really good crowds for both men's and women's games here this year, but a special promotion coming Thursday's Pack Prather, and the importance of a good home crowd is not lost on a coach, is it?
Oh, no question. We've been successful here because Prather's a tough place to play, and it's all about our fans and the support they give us, and just being there in the stands and students making a lot of noise. Our band has been tremendous. They create a great game day atmosphere for us, and I think when you see a team play hard, we've had some really good home games, home wins, and coming off our last home game, win against McNeese, I think that our players played really hard, and our fans appreciate that. Our fans are very knowledgeable. They understand basketball. They understand the tradition of the program, and I think they're excited to see young ladies compete and play extremely hard for their university.
Thanks, Coach.